Welcome back, mindful beings. Today, we're diving into a critical topic in mental health, the difference between the why and the how of psychiatric diagnoses, since this distinction is vital for effective therapy and mental well-being. So, what do psychiatric diagnoses actually tell us? According to Denise Winn, a seasoned mental health writer and therapist, psychiatric diagnoses like major depressive disorder and ADHD primarily describe symptoms. They don't explain why these symptoms occur in the first place. Let's break this down. For instance, a diagnosis of major depressive disorder might include symptoms like persistent sadness, fatigue, and loss of interest in daily activities. But these symptoms can vary greatly from person to person. What's really important is understanding why these symptoms have appeared. Consider Marion's story. Marion was diagnosed with depression 30 years ago and still takes a low-dose antidepressant. Despite this, her depression often descends out of the blue. But when you look closer, her mood dips often follow personal disappointments, like her daughter canceling a visit. This highlights a critical point. Focusing on the why behind her symptoms could offer better therapeutic outcomes. Encouraging activities like socializing or participating in community events can be beneficial. However, without addressing the root causes of her feelings, these activities might not fully alleviate her depression. A fascinating Finnish study led by psychiatrist Jani Kajanoja criticizes health professionals for presenting diagnoses as explanations rather than descriptions. The study reviewed major health organization websites and found they often use misleading causal language about depression. This can confuse the public and hinder proper understanding of mental health issues. Psychologist Aiko Fried's research supports this. He argues that depression is not a distinct condition but a network of symptoms influencing each other. For example, insomnia can lead to fatigue, which then impacts concentration. Understanding these interconnections is crucial. Another important point is the use of the term disorder in diagnoses like ADHD. Researchers suggest that this term falsely implies a clear cause has been found. Simply calling it attention deficit might lead us to explore why someone behaves a certain way rather than assuming we already know. Removing the term disorder can help us focus on the individual's strengths and how they can manage their symptoms effectively. For Marion, understanding the emotional impact of her past experiences, like her marriage breakdown, could have offered better coping strategies rather than just labeling her with a disorder. Ultimately, dropping the term disorder and focusing on the why can restore dignity and offer a more dynamic approach to mental health. Instead of viewing mental health issues as fixed and unchangeable, we can see them as fluctuating and manageable with the right help.